All right, howdy, this is PaleRider, and excuse my full mouth. I just filled it with Fritos, so it will be a little crunchy and noisy. But yeah, I'm back with more Fallout New Vegas, and I am getting a little dizzy here. Where is my glasses? Hold on one second. Wow, my see this is what's wrong with my controller. Look, my hands are not even on my controller, and I'm still moving. What up? There we go. Okay, hold on. All right. So if you were here last night at the end of the stream, I just got finished with the inside of the bunker, initializing the Brotherhood of Steel quests, which, sorry, still chewing. I didn't eat dinner, so I am going to be eating a few things here at the beginning of the stream. And Matthew, amen. What's up? Welcome back. And Alexi Caverin, hey, welcome back. Welcome, welcome. So, I got these two quests. This Still in the Dark is the main side quest of the Brotherhood of Steel, and this one, I Can Make You Care, is the companion quest for Veronica. I'm going to start out going to the comm terminal of Elijah to find out where I can find I need to find one of three tech things. That's as much as I can, good as I can put it. One of the three tech things that she needs to show Elder McNamara that the Brotherhood of Steel is behind the times. Damn it! Why do I keep pressing the wrong freaking buttons? It's over by Helios 1. Oh! It's Gibson's, Old Man Gibson's, shack. Yeah. And Gopher Gaming, what's up? So I am going to be a little bit scattered tonight, I think, maybe. So tomorrow is Father's Day. And I have a 31-year-old daughter that decided that she wanted to take me out tonight for Father's Day, or actually out to happy hour. It's still only 7 o'clock here, but we took off around 4:30 this afternoon and went to a brewery, had a few beers, and I don't drink that often anymore. So I drank a few pretty strong beers from that brewery, and I'm feeling pretty good. And also, if you were here like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was trying to open a frickin'... Okay, so I moved into a new apartment a while back, and it's the manager's apartment of the complex, the apartment complex that I live in. She moved out with her boyfriend to a house, and I am staying here like house sitting. And when I moved in, well, I moved in, most of their stuff's gone. They still have stuff in the living room. I took over the dining room and the kitchen and the bathroom. That's probably pretty much my domain now. But there was still stuff in here when I moved in, and I found a bottle of wine. I was trying to get it open before, but I didn't have the right corkscrew, and I ended up screwing it up. But when I got home tonight, I ended up opening it up. And I tasted it, and it was some really bad freaking Merlot, man. It tasted crappy. But luckily, I had a can of Welch's grape juice in the refrigerator. And I mixed this for any freaking wine fans. I don't like wine anyway. I think it tastes like crap. But what I did is I mixed a can of freaking Welch's grape juice with a can of freaking Merlot, or a bottle of Merlot. And I've been drinking that since I got back home. I'm trying to eat. Wait, hold on a minute. So tonight's stream is going to be a little bit tipsy. I don't drink that often, but when I do, I get a little bit stupid. When I don't, I'm pretty stupid. When I do, I'm a little bit stupider. Let's put it to the power of like 4. I'm stupid to the power of 4. Ooh, MedX. Ooh, good stuff. There's a dead guy. So just think about my regular stupid and times it by itself for that many times, for 4 times. Whoa! Woohoo! You can iron me. Anyway. Orion, hey, what's up? I drank 2 Equis. I wish I could have had some freaking Dos Equis, man. That's my actual... I don't know if you heard this before, but that is my favorite kind of beer ever. I like Dos Equis Amber. The regular Dos Equis in the green bottles are okay, but the Dos Equis Amber are so good. And if you got to read it, you got to read the back. You got to flip the bottle over. Not the butt, but the back. You got to flip it over and read the back of it. And what it'll tell you is that back in the 1800s or some freaking odd year, many, many moons ago, yes, it is story time. Many moons ago, some German motherfucker hopped on a boat in Germany and went to Mexico. I don't know why he didn't go to America. He must have liked Mexico better. So he went to Mexico and he opened up a brewery in Mexico with German beer. So Dos Equis is actually a German recipe using Mexican ingredients. So it's got the bitterness and the goodness of German beer, but it's got the festive and whatever of Mexican beer. So it's like a German Corona. I don't like Coronas, but I love Dos Equis. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it should. It should to any good German beer connoisseur. I'm not a beer connoisseur. Far from it. Man, we went to a freaking a brewery. Well, it's a bar or a pub, whatever, from the brewery. It's called Pendragon. I don't know. It's a local brewery, and they had a bunch of different kinds of beers there. But they had all these local beers. They didn't have any other beers, period. I wanted I said, can I get a German Pilsner? They don't have German Pilsners, but they had something that was kind of close. So I tried that. And then I tried this darker beer. And it was a English ale, English dark ale. So they called it. And it was okay. I like the light beer better. They had an amber lager, I guess, before that. But yeah. So I had a couple lagers and yeah, forget it. Okay. Anyway. I'm not much of a drinker, but I really like Sapporo and Ashi. Sapporo's good, man. I used to drink that when I went to, every once in a while, about once every 6 months or so, we go to this Japanese teppanyaki grill place. And I always ordered one of those Sappuros in the big freaking bottles. I mean, they were huge, like 40 ounce. I don't know how many ounces they were, but they were huge. They looked like a 40 ouncer. No, they're probably maybe 30 ounces. But they were so good. I like those. I'm playing. What's up? That's some ghetto wine right there. Yep. It was probably some good Merlot, but I don't like wine. I bet you it was some good Merlot, but it didn't have a label because they go to these biker events a lot, and they probably had it in a cooler, an ice chest. And you know, in ice chests, how the labels kind of slide off. So it didn't have a label on it, but it's probably, knowing her, it had a cork and shit. It wasn't a freaking twist off top, so it wasn't the cheap wine. So it's probably a good wine, but I don't like wines. And I know she likes Merlot, so I'm pretty sure it was a Merlot because it was a dark red wine. I can't stand the flavor of wine, so I just mixed it with freaking Great Welch's. Anyway, download research notes. Access for all their Elijah's notes at Com Terminal with Veronica. Okay. Complete.
Let's see what we've got here.
Oh,
okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. The pulse gun. Although maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology.
Okay, the pulse gun. What is a pulse gun?
Electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. It never saw mass production. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Menace. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun.
I already got the notes from Nellis. Farming technology.
More or less. Supposedly it's a vegetation enhancer. NCR has a science branch headquartered at McCarran Airport. Guess they found something. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course.
What about the rangefinder?
It's a targeting device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1. It was lost sometime after the war. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. All for this weapon they never got working. If it turns out to be a dud, it should show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip.
Thinks that a scavenger might have sold it on the street. Oh yeah, that's the actual, the targeting gun. I'm gonna actually go after the rangefinder right now. First. But that's not the one I'm going to keep. I'm going to go after each one of these, but I'm going to do them in opposite reverse order. Go after the rangefinder, but I'm not going to do the final thing needed to get it. Then I'm going to go after the pulse gun, but I'm not going to do the final thing needed to get that either. Then I'm going to go after the vegetation technology, and that's the one I'm keeping. If you get that. This is the best way I've found to do this, because with the rangefinder, you end up pissing off the NCR for one thing. Plus, it's not the best solution for the residents of the Mojave. The pulse gun, like I mentioned last night, somebody's talking about it, you end up killing some people, and I'll show you why when I do that. Whoever was on last night didn't seem to understand what I was talking about. Hopefully he'll come back on tonight again, and I could show him firsthand. Cameron Morrison, what's up? Yep, I'm a fan of Japanese beers. Yep. That's pretty good stuff, man. I've tried a few Japanese beers, and for some reason, Japanese make some good friggin' beers. Most countries don't make very good beers. Germans make good beers. Japanese make some good beers, and some Irish people make some good beers. And Mexico is not too bad. Although, that's my last choice before I go to frickin' Budweiser, which is the very last choice ever. No other American beers. I don't know. There's a couple. Well, there's a couple American German beers that I don't mind. Like Lowenbrau was not too bad for an American beer because it was made with a German recipe. And Michelob was not too bad back in the day. I used to drink Michelob because it was based off of a German recipe. And, well, apparently Budweiser was made off a German recipe, but from what I understand, they jacked it up so bad it's not German anymore. I thought you would like pale beer. Yeah. I do. Actually, Pilsner is a kind of a pale ale. And that's my favorite beer is the German Pilsner. You could just go straight to the vegetation info and then do the other stuff later. I could do that. But I'm right next to Helios 1 right now, so it'd be easier to just go do Helios 1 real quick. That's the main reason I was going to do that. And I guess I could do it the other way around. Okay. Since you suggested it, I'll do that. I'm going to go to Vault 21 first. Or 22, I mean. 21? That's the wrong game. No, 21. Oh, 21 is in this game. But it's on the strip. I'm going to Vault 22. Okay, that bag of Fritos is gone. I do have a Hot Pocket over there cooling off.
Okay. What better way to persuade them than to give them a taste of what they stand to gain, right? Maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR. Let's head to their OSI office at McCarran.
I'm just hoping this doesn't screw some stuff up, man. I think I've did this before, and it might screw some shit up. That's why I want to do this rangefinder first, because I know that won't screw anything up. Now, the pulse gun, unless I actually find the pulse gun, it's not going to screw anything up. That's kind of why I wanted to do it that way. But I'll try it this way. I don't think I've ever necessarily tried it this way without actually doing one of the other ones. For what I've always done in the past is the one that I pick. I've did every one of these. The rangefinder, there's at least four different outcomes of that one, and I've did every one of the outcomes of that one, including frying all the NCR people in the area, which is pretty funny. You can fry everybody. But yeah, I've tried all the different ones of this. And the pulse gun, I've tried both ways. But yeah, let's go find it.
I like the way you think.
I gotta wash this down. Hold on. Drink some of this bad wine. So I've got one of those like 32-ounce Gatorade bottles, and I filled it up with wine and grape juice. It's completely full. Oh, just drank about a quarter of it. Whew. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. Oh, it's dark out here.
Veronica.
Actually, before I go do those, I want to do this real quick. Nah, let's do this one. I hope this doesn't screw something up because it just... I just lost the other optionals. Oh, the pult's still there, though. I don't know. This just doesn't seem right to me.
So we have to do some.
Okay, I'm going to run right into some freaking Karazor. Okay, good. Can I, there we go. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woohoo! There's a bunch of Karazors over there. There they are. Did I miss them? Are you in front of me, Willow? Why you do that? Why you do that, girl? There he is. Damn, I got him. One more right there. He's behind that rock, huh? Where'd he go? There he is.
Trouble. Bring it.
Trouble? That means somebody's closer. Oh, there's another Karagor way over there. Come on, you little bastard. Where are you going? Come on. Wow. Here he comes. He's coming. Dude. I'm so bad with this frick. There, got it. Wish that, I don't know why, but when I have it on controller, I can't use the keyboard at all. When I'm doing other games, I could switch back and forth between the keyboard and the controller at any time. But for some reason in this game, you can't do that. I have to turn the controller completely off to get the keyboards to work. It'd be really cool if I could do both at the same time, because I would actually, when I was aiming like this, when I was in combat, I would switch to the keyboard and mouse. Where the hell did they go? There he is. Wow, he's just going under me. Okay.
Damn it.
Damn it. What's that noise? It went dink, dink. This isn't right, is it? Did I pass it? Here it is. Minor ladies, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty,
My brother
painted on the
Sam
sky.
and Dean once hunted down a giant gecko that was
Missed a
terrorizing
taste of
grazing grounds in France. They
moonshine.
got a big reward
Somebody
for it.
spit in your eye. Why won't that guy die? Did he die? Finally. Stay out! The plants kill. Kill. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Get everybody? Are you all in? And what were you talking about, Willow? I wasn't paying attention. You go on and on and on. After a while, it just sounds like a drone buzzing in my ear. I like the step on the baby menaces. Oh, you're mean. Poor little babies. Poor little babies. Oh, wait. Oh, I have lost Eddie. I have seriously lost Eddie in here before. This is the only place in the game, in this whole game, that I've actually completely lost Eddie. So, Eddie, come on. Let's go back out a minute. You're going home. I'm sorry. Sorry, buddy. But you have to go home. I mean, I lost him and I never found him again. Does he have any? No, he doesn't even have anything on him. Why does it say that he has 3 pounds then? I don't know. It's one of them, the mysteries that will never be solved. I'm sorry, Eddie. Damn it. Oh, sorry, Eddie. I will miss you. I will miss you so much. Oh, Willow's hiding behind a bush. At least she's not, doesn't have a bush. That's a plus. Okay, so there's, oh wait, oh there is one. Okay, warning, system integrity compromised. Unauthorized login. Vault 22 expedition. Entry 1. So there's an expedition which we slaughtered. which I think it would actually have been good maybe if I would have did this before the DLCs. If I would have did all of this before the DLCs, because a lot of what happened to the residents of this vault are in the Honest Hearts DLC, and it has a very little bit in the DLC I just finished, Old World Blues. But it does have a little bit about both of them, and it's probably, this is more of a backstory of what happened there, but I did it the other way around. Anyway, entry 1. I've established a temporary camp inside the entrance of the vault. Power inside is minimal, but still running, and I've managed to... Oh, this is, what's her name? Keely. Okay, so Keely... Okay, so I originally got this quest from an NCR dude at a division of NCR called ISO, scientific blah blah blah, whatever, I don't know. I don't know what ISO actually stands for, but he's an asshole, that's all I know. And he asked me if I can go try to retrieve some kind of vegetation, or actually he said that there's a lot of vegetation out here where there's no water, and he wants to know why. They want to know why, so that they can use it to cultivate food. And then you talk to his assistant, and she says he's a dick, and that he sent people here before, including this lady Keely. And she wants me not to find out what's going on with the vault, but to find Keely. So I've got two different things going on, two different quests, or two different objectives in his quest, is for him to find out why the vegetation is here, and for her to find out what happened to Keely. And then Veronica is trying to find some technology, which Elijah, this is a separate quest completely. Elijah says that there's some kind of food growth technology here. So, okay. So that's the whole backstory of this. Okay, so I've established a temporary camp outside the entrance of the vault. Power inside is minimal, but still running, and I've managed to hack into one of their security terminals. The logs show that several people have entered the vault over the past few months, and those are people that the NCR dude sent here, the NCR scientist dude. So she's not the first person, and I'm the person after her that they sent. But the other people didn't make it back either. So nobody's made it back so far that came here looking for the answers. But none have left. Yeah. Oh, I didn't read that, huh? That would have answered a little bit of it. Nobody's made it back. Yep, none have left. It's getting late, so I'll resume the expedition in the morning. Keely out. Okay, our second entry. The growth in the interior matches the exterior to a T. It's a little surprising given the scarcity of sunlight in the entrance room, but even more surprising is that they seem to originate from further below. Maybe that full Heldern, which is the NCR scientist that I was talking about, was onto something after all. So she noticed all the vegetation growing outside the vault, but when she gets into the vault, this vegetation is still growing. And she's, without the sunlight, she's wondering how. Outside, all they would need is a water source and seeds, because they have the sunlight, but inside they don't have even the sunlight. So it's even more weird. And she's saying that it's even going from farther below in here, which is even more weird. Why is this vegetation growing here? Since my Pip-Boy is on the fritz, I'll try to keep a running log of my discoveries in whatever computers I can find and collate the data before leaving. So that's her first couple entries. And we'll find more.
We should be ready.
Did I already check this? Yeah, I did.
Anything in here, you know?
So we'll find more entries. We just need to keep an eye on those computers because she keeps putting entries throughout the vault. And hey, hookah. Elevator, stairs.
You're going to think I'm such a coward right now, but I am very scared. This place is so spooky.
Willow don't like the place. I think the elevator doesn't even work yet, does it? Oh, I can repair it. And now I can go to each of the levels, but I want to take the stairs. It kind of keeps track of where you're at. So there's 5 levels. I'm on the first level right now. Auction, recycling, food production, common areas, and pest control. But I at least fixed it. And this is going to take me to the second level anyway, which I would have ended up in the same place if I would have took the elevator. So there's a spot where you have to take the stairs at one point. The elevator, or the elevator, one of the two. Okay, so there's the elevator that I would have took. This will take me to the next level, 3, and this takes me into level 2.
What was that? Did you hear that? Oh, sorry. I'm so jumpy. I do not like it in here.
Oh, Willow's gonna pee her pants. Can I watch? I might get excited. Okay, this is Keely's stuff too. Actually, later in the game, she says that she has some frags in a duffel bag upstairs. Oh, I think she's already up here by that time. Okay. Anyway. There's her next couple entries. Say, entry 3, 4, and 5. Okay. This level seems to have been devoted to the study of atmospheric effects on plants. With a concentration on producing plants with a high oxygen yield. Given the problem these vaults were known to have, it sounds like a reasonable avenue of research. It's strange, but some sections of the machinery down here appear to have been modified for some unknown purpose. The restraints regarding oxygen content and systemic pressure have been bypassed. What? I don't think I've ever really paid attention to this one a whole lot. Some of the sections have the machinery down here appears to have been modified for some unknown purpose. The restraints regarding oxygen content and systemic pressure have been bypassed. So there's some kind of restraint protocols in the machinery that limits the oxygen content and systemic pressure. What would systemic pressure be? I don't know. I think they that made it so that there's more oxygen, maybe, to grow the plants more. Systemic pressure. That's what I don't get. Systemic pressure would be the air pressure, maybe. Do plants grow better with more air pressure or less air pressure, maybe? Maybe. Well, it just looks like something's happened so that the plants can grow better. Whatever. Okay, I've been hearing a strange chittering sound for some time now. I finally discovered its source. There's some kind of giant menaces. They've taken up residence in the vault. I also, or almost, ran smack into one the other day, but the creatures don't appear to react to my presence at all. Perhaps the others sent here ran afoul of the creatures, but I can't see how a few scattered insects could pose much of a problem to experienced mercs. Okay, so she's found creatures already, which are the giant menaces, and they're not messing with her. And, well, what we don't know yet, I guess I can do a little bit of a spoiler, is that she's a
I am so
ghoul.
glad you're with me. I'd hate to be in here all
She's
alone.
a non-feral ghoul, though. So she has some kind of resistance to some of the stuff that's going on here because of her being a ghoul.
I've got you now.
Oh,
You're not getting away from me.
Did you see that? Willow, did you see that? You're always asking me if I seen shit. Did you see that? There was something there that's not there anymore. Check inventory. Receiving inventory information. Huh, I didn't get any information. Noise complaints. Could maintenance look into the ducts work here on level 2 again? I know you guys took a look at it this last week, but I swear the noise is back. I even have other people that can back me up and on this time. Back me up on it this time. So she's here, or whoever wrote that, which is back probably before the war, or during the time that there was people here in the vault, or hearing noises too. Keely, in one of her notes, mentions that she can hear a clicking noise, and she said that it was the giant menaces. Could be the same noise that the residents were hearing also. Nothing. This is back where we came in, so level 2 cleared. Let's go to level 3. Darcy, what's up? Did you make it back home? How'd the packing and loading and unloading and everything go? I'm finally done for the day. That's good news. How now it's relaxed time? Yeah. Yep. I am beat, but I think I will only have one more load tomorrow, and then I am done. Still will have to clean this place next week. Well, that's good. At least you got most of it done. Step away for a sec. I'll step away for a sec. Well, welcome back. Yeah, I think lost a few people at the beginning. I think I was screwing around too much, and some people left because there was like 1 minute I looked up and there was like 9 people watching, and then I looked again and there was like 5. Now it's back up to 8, so that's good. Well, this wine's gonna go quick. Woo! I think I need to eat my Hot Pocket. It's getting cold. I was trying to let it cool off, and I think I let it cool off a little too long. Wow, it's cold now. Still good, though. Hold on a second. I gotta take a little break. I did not eat dinner tonight. Pretty good, though. It's not real cold. It's just kind of, it's not real hot, though, which is good. All right. Oh, hey, see that dude? See him? This is like the dudes that we've seen in the DLC. Oh, I shot his little leg off. Look at that face. Look at that face. Okay, that goes to the next level, so we're going this way. That's a Philly cheesesteak. Hot Pocket. Good stuff. Mr. Deathclaw, hey, welcome back. What would a hybrid of Indominus Rex? What's an Indominus Rex? I've heard of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Indoraptor. And a Giganocerus look like. I don't even know what any of those look like. So I couldn't tell what they would look like if they were blended together. If you're talking about like a T-Rex and a raptor and a ceratops, I can kind of imagine that. Excuse me. Room temperature Hot Pockets. Yeah. A room temperature pocket. Yeah. I'm not feeling much better. Just got back from moving stuff to new house, and this last night, and this the last night in this place. Oh, so you still feel sick? That's not good. That's got to be awful freaking trying to move when you feel bad. Google Jurassic World 1 and 2. Well, kind of not in a position to do that right now. But, whoops. I know what a T-Rex is. And I have seen Jurassic Park. I've never seen Jurassic World. Is that an actual movie, Jurassic World? Or is that a game? I know there's a theme park that has a Jurassic World in it. I've seen Jurassic Park 1 and 2. Haven't seen any of the sequels after that, though. In the first one, I know that they used amber to get the DNA of the different dinosaurs and brought them back to life, but there was just a regular Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then there's the Velociraptors. And I'm not sure what the third thing is that you said. Says she feels much better. Oh. I'm feeling much better. Just got back. Oh, okay. Whoops. It's a hybrid of T-Rex and Velociraptor. A lot of other carnivorous. Why would they even do that? And if they're already a hybrid, why would you even want to make them a bigger hybrid? That'd be crazy. Feeling much better. Oh. Sorry. Well, you weren't here when I said, my daughter took me out for Father's Day and also to meet her new boyfriend. And had a few beers. So I'm a little bit tipsy. Had some strong beers, man. Pretty good ones. This semi-warm pocket is pretty good. Okay. See if I can read with while I'm still chewing. I know it's rude to talk with your mouth full, but oh well. I finally found some of the bodies of the scientists that lived here. They appear to be overgrown with some form of lichens. I'm sorry, still trying to chew. They blend in so well that the other growth that I walked right by several of them without even noticing them. I've taken the proper precautions, but the lichen don't seem to be contagious. It seemed, at least to ghouls. Yeah. So she finally says that she's a ghoul. And for some reason this these spores don't affect ghouls. Probably because of the radiation in their bodies. This level appears to be where they performed most of the research NCR is interested in. I've been able to collect a little, but the vast majority of the data from the research done here is inaccessible. I'll have to find the main backup and download from there. Okay, those are all Keely's notes so far. You are a dead spore carrier. So anytime you run into these vegetation areas, you got to keep an eye out for those spore dudes. I hear one. Oh God, it's right behind me. Food additive. This is what I need for, okay, way back, when I first got to Camp McCarran, I went into the main concourse area. There's a kitchen there. And the kitchen dude said he wanted, the cook said that he needed some spices because all they were eating is like freaking beans or something. He wanted a little bit of different variety for the people. And this is it. Okay, these are actual reports from the residents. Hold on a second. Gotta wash this freaking food down. All right. Woo, that wine tastes funny. Anyway. Blah, 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 memory corrupted, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I gotta go pee real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back. Wow. Freaking the whole time we were over at that freaking brewery place, I didn't have to go to the bathroom the whole time we were there, and I drank what, 3 beers? I did not have to drink or to go at all. As soon as I got home, I freaking had to go pee at least 4 times since I've been here. And well, it's not helping that I'm drinking wine now. All right. Let's get back to this. Oh, wait, we got more people. Meme Master. Hey, welcome to the stream. And the Raptor is basically a Rex with a lot of Rex DNA and more Raptor DNA. Sounds like a mean some beach. I'm a little late tonight. Blue Jay, what's up? I was out in my backyard enjoying a campfire with some family. A campfire in the backyard? That's cool. Fire good. Was he wearing the armor? Which armor? I'm wearing Joshua's armor. I go to food. I got food. Oh, okay. Cool. I just got finished eating some food. You know what? I still have a little tiny bag of Fritos. When I went to the store last time, I got this freaking big box of Frito-Lays, like 50 pack. What sucks is that most of them are just regular Frito-Lays. Not flavored Frito-Lays, just regular old Frito-Lays. And they're okay, but you can only eat about one bag at a time because they're freaking like greasy tasting if you eat too many of them at once. But the rest of the stuff in them's good. I got some Fritos, lots of Cheetos. And for some reason, though, the Cheetos don't... If you get a big bag of Cheetos, they taste pretty good. But you get those little tiny bags of Cheetos, they don't taste the same. Do they even process them the same? I know it's all processed bullshit food, but oh well. Oh well, burp. That's cool, Blue Jay. That's what summer's for. Yep. What would a hybrid of Triceratops? I don't know. That's a lot of words there that I'd never even seen before. I know what a Triceratops is. Stegosaurus. I know what that is. Isn't that this one word? You got it in two words, so it makes it harder to figure out what that means. And ankle biter saurus. What is that? Player place me. Try. Can you try this to see if Arcane has his armor? You can kill him right after. Now it says only 2 are watching. I don't know what's going on with my freaking stream, and it's pissing me off. Now it's back on. It's in low resolution though. I can just barely even read the freaking top. It says 2 freaking watching. I just lost all the viewers. I'm going to refresh and see what happens. Top chat. Screw freaking top chat. Go to live chat. What is that? Oh, it's a commercial. Okay. So I got back to good resolution. It says 5 people are watching. Wow. This has pissed me off, man. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to the freaking game. I'm not gonna try the Arcane thing. Sorry, guys. Arcane's the only companion that I haven't finished his quest yet. I don't want to screw him up anyway because he's the only companion that will show up at the end of the game if I want him to. Except for the ones that I actually have with me. So I don't want to screw up Arcane's quest at all. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the freaking game. I've been messing around too long, and this freaking thing's messing up. But by the way, if you notice what's up at the top of the screen, I did this yesterday. I at least need to do a little self-promotion here. I did this yesterday. Check this out. It's probably easier if you go into the description below. Go to the more tab thing, or I could actually see it on my screen right now. It says new. Get your PaleRider merch at https:// or is that backslash? I don't know. teespring.com/PaleRider559. Check it out, man. I just did this last night. It's got my personal icon, the one that's down there that has a cowboy hat, skull with a cowboy hat and the glasses. This is something that me and my son worked out and developed over the years. It's my own logo, and it's on a black or gray t-shirt. There is somebody has asked me about other colors, but I just don't. I tried to look at it on other colors, but it's just got to be on either a black or a dark gray. It doesn't look right on other colors, for me at least. I can put other colors if I get a demand for them. If people want me to, I can change the colors if I wanted to. But yeah, check them out. They're kind of expensive, but you got to think of it as more of a donation with a prize. You know, you get a T-shirt. I mean, it doesn't. I was thinking about putting my name on it or my channel on it, you know, so that people can see it when people are wearing it and find my channel or my name or whatever. But I just thought it just looked a hell of a lot better with just the logo, just the skull with a cowboy hat. I think it's a cool t-shirt, man. There's t-shirts, there's also mugs, coffee mugs, and there's also stickers. So anything that you guys get or buy off of that, the proceeds will be going towards more games, better equipment. Right now, I need a new controller, so any proceeds I get off that will be going towards a new controller. And I would very much appreciate you guys at least checking it out and at least telling me what you think. I can add different types of shirts. I've got also, right now I've only got male and female t-shirts and tank tops and mugs and stickers, but I can add long sleeve shirts. I can add hoodies. I can add a lot of different stuff. So let me know what you guys think. He is back. Have to reload. Yeah, you have to hit reload. Anyway, let me get back to the freaking game, man. Just had to do a little self-promotion there. Anyway, status report 9228. Yields continue to improve. Splicing together cultivar? Cultivar? What the hell's cultivar? I don't know what that means. Splicing together cultivar GN188 with the existing corn samples has produced a hybrid that responds better to the artificial light we have. On a side note, Dr. Peterson has missed his third straight day due to illness. Okay, this is something you got to take note of. Dr. Peterson is sick. This is the first entry in any of the computers that mentions his illness, and this plays a big part in what's going on. His work ethic hasn't exactly been stellar to this point, so I'm requesting confirmation from the clinic that he is in fact sick. Okay, another next status report. On a lark, the guys in pest control sent up a sample of a substance one of their specimens secretes to attract insects. Tests show that the substance has a mood-altering effect on small mammals. If anyone volunteers, we can begin human testing soon. Quite a number of staffs have begun to show symptoms of some sort of viral infection. I've begun to order them to stay in bed and recover, but at this rate there won't be anyone left to do research. So, something that the insects Okay, so I guess it hasn't really mentioned it yet, but they're doing experiments. Okay, so all the different vaults have different experiments, right? Throughout the whole United States, all the different Vault-Tec vaults have, not all of them. Apparently, 76 doesn't have an experiment. They're a control group, which sucks because that game's probably going to suck. But all the other games and all the other vaults, most of them have had some kind of human experiments going on. Most of them not very ethical. And in this one, they were trying to find ways to improve food reproduction, plant reproduction and stuff for food. For once they get out of the vault, they want to be able to recultivate food and you know, start a new society and shit. So they're doing pretty unethical experiments down here. They started out with plants, Venus flytraps for one thing, and praying menaces, and I think there's one or two other things, some kind of fungus, and they've been splicing them together to try to get and trying to get some way to improve food production in low light, low oxygen atmospheres. Well, I guess with bad soil too. But anyway, blah 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 blah. Guys, quite a number of the staff have begun to show symptoms of some sort of viral infection. I've begun to order them to stay home to recover rate. Blah blah blah. Okay, already read that. Next one. Not much to report today. The mood is unusually somber in the wake of Dr. Peterson's passing. There's a strange rumor going around that the commotion downstairs was caused by, of all things, Dr. Peterson's corpse suddenly animating and attacking people. I don't know who would start such a vicious rumor, but it's in exceptionally bad taste. So, yep. So they have they've already had one incidence of somebody getting an infection. Wait a minute, what's going on here? This elevator. There's one room here not open. Somebody got an infection and then died, and their corpse came back to life. Alright, let's see. Security request. Assistant Mathers went into the cave at 18:46 today and still hasn't returned. Request security escort for science personnel to conduct a search. Medical emergency. We need a medical team up here now. Dr. Peterson just returned with one of the security escorts, who is horribly wounded. When I asked them where the other security officer was, he just paled and shook his head. Oh, like he turned white. Okay, and then shook his head. In the meantime, Dr. Bailey has ordered that the door to the cave be sealed until a further investigation can be placed. Can take place? Can be placed? What did he say? Can take place. Is anyone down there? Security is trying to hold off. Well, I don't know what they're trying to hold off. Please send security up at once. With Dr. Bailey watching over his sick wife and daughter, they're in their quarters down in the common area. I'm officially in charge of the level, and I am requesting security at once. So apparently in this one it says Dr. Peters. So they found a cave. When they went into the cave, Dr. Peters was one of the people that went into the cave with some security people and came back. And apparently after that, everybody started getting sick, including Dr. Peters. He was the first one to die from it. Warning, disengage lock. Let's see. That requires key. Access denied. Contact administrator for clearance. So I still can't get into this store yet. That's where they sealed off. That's where Peters and the security went. And let's go to level 4. You dead bastard. Common area. What now? What's going on in the chat? Let me check it out. Place me second copy of Arcade. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Stream offline. Yeah. I don't know. Never mind. Don't do it if it messes your game up. Yeah, it might. I'm not sure if it will or not, but I'm kind of don't want to find out, because I'd hate to do something like that and then have to freaking quit the game, you know, and go on to another game. I wouldn't start the game over because I'm so close to being over with it. And if something crashes the game, which happened to me when I was playing Morrowind, something freaking happened in Morrowind where I couldn't do something anymore, and I don't want that to happen in this game. And I had to actually quit that game. Well, nobody's even said anything since that. Okay. You know what? I don't want to go in here yet. Go this way first. Okay, that's the stairs. That's the elevator. And that's okay. That goes to the next level. So from here, I have to take the stairs to get to the next level. Or the elevator, I mean. Or the stairs. Oh, yeah, I can take the stairs. I can't go this way, though. Those stairs. Okay, thought so. You still alive, punk? Tell me you're not alive. Got two guys down there. Overseer's office, cafeteria, clinic, quarters, utility. Why are these guys showing up on the compass? Anyway, let's go this way. I think these are just the bathrooms, Yep. Veronica, it's just a dead spore dude. Or you gotta take a pee? You pee standing up? Okay. None of my business. But I'd actually like to watch if you pee standing up. That's kind of cool. Unless you're peeing standing up because you're a man. That's not cool. Wait a minute. Oh, it must be on the next level down, which is this way, Oh, Overseer's office. Oh, yeah. Come on, Overseer. Stick your ugly head up. Mr. Overseer, where are you at? I thought he popped his ugly ass up. Okay. Is there nothing in here? Empty. Oh, hey, there's something in here. Nothing. Unlock crew quarters. Unlock data backup. Unlock cave access. Okay, that'll. Wait a minute. What'd that say? Override engaged at door site. So I still can't get in that way. All these other ones are unlocked, right? Yeah. That's the only reason to go in there, is it unlock some areas we weren't able to get into before. Lost alcohol. Nothing. I don't think there's anything in here. Dude, where you at? Nope, nobody. Sunset Sarsaparilla. Entry 8. How many have I got? 7 already? Okay, this is more of Keely's stuff. I guess no one will miss this ridiculous trivia game. The questions aren't even that hard. It looks like this is where most of the people were when they died. The medical report I found suggests that most of them succumbed to some kind of airborne infection. I'm going to see if I can convert some of the glow lamps into UV spectrometers to test the air for contaminants. After numerous attempts, I found a range of highlights the particles in the air that I believe killed everyone in this vault. Preliminary tests show them to be spores of some kind. I set up spectrometers on several of the levels now, and the concentration appears to increase in the lower levels. At this point, I'm concerned that the plants here may constitute a danger to the people of the NCR. Yep, so there's an infectious spore virus that infected, an airborne virus that infected all the people in this vault. And it has to do with their experiments. Hey, there's one that's still alive. Oh, he's alive. And it seemed to turn all the people into these spore carriers. Strange noises. Problem. Noises in vents. Action. Send a team to inspect. Source of problem not detected. Gas leak. Problem reported. What problem? Reports of possible gas leak. Several people have complained of coughing fits and other respiratory symptoms. That's actually the virus, not gas leak. Action. Complete diagnosis of air circulation systems. Results. Discovered minor discrepancies in the mass of the air being pumped through the vault. The mass in the air of the air. So it's like I got a higher mass because it's got the freaking spores in it. But no harmful gases were detected. Also, a strange residue was detected on the air filters. Well, that's part of the mass. They explain the mass, but they don't realize that, okay, friggin' air is air, and air has a certain mass to it, which is, you know, lighter than air, or light as air. But any other particulates that's in the air is going to cause a higher mass. If you know anything about physics, you know. And if there's a higher mass, that means that there's something in the air besides just oxygen and, you know, hydrogen and freaking whatever other gases are in the air. It's going to have some kind of a solid, because gases don't have mass to them, but solids have mass, so there's going to be some kind of solid, which is the spores. Anyway. Why am I giving a physics lesson? I failed physics. Actually, I didn't fail physics. But yeah. Ugh. Got a flamer, man. These things are actually good for these spore peoples. But I like my SMG. I think I already killed everybody in here. Yep. So everybody stop talking, man. What's up with that? Happy Saturday. Let's get some interaction going. That's empty. Wow, how come I keep getting the empty ones? There we go. Nothing good. There's no muggy dude here, so I don't need the mugs. Okay, I don't really want to go through all these because this is too much reading, but long story short, this is the medical wing, and this just talks about the different people that came into here with infections, and mainly it has them by patient number, and the first patient number is that Peterson dude that died first and got the infection first, and then it talks about him and him coming back to life, and then them having to put him down after he was already dead. And then it talks about more and more people getting that infection. So and also that they think it's airborne, just like we already know. It's from these spores. You know what? I'm gonna I want a barbecue. Somebody talked about bonfires. Let's create a bonfire. Is everybody sparking yet? Hey, hey. Is everybody happy? Oh, wow, he just blew up. Okay. That was fun. Cave door keycard. I think I need that for something. Teddy. Hey, Willow.
Hi.
Hi.
Sure. You do? I do. Thanks.
Yeah. She likes teddy bears.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you ain't dead? Oh, it's a little baby dude. He's a runt. He's a runt. Poor little runt. Little runtster. Oh wait, I want that sarsaparilla. Wow, what was that noise? It's not near the 4th of July yet, is it? Just heard firecracker. I don't think it was a gun. I don't want to hear your excuses. Just die. So Physics 101 plus, or .1 with Professor Pale. Yeah, .1. Or plus 1 sounds better. 101 plus 1. Plus 1 is a non-physics related thing. Because I'm playing New Vegas 2. Oh, yeah. I actually like the heavy incinerator more than the flamer. I like the heavy incinerator too because it shoots like freaking like balls of flame at people. I love that, man. Then in Fallout 3, because to me it seems they dumbed down the flamer in this one. Oh yeah, I know they did that. Well, they had the flamer in Fallout 3. They had 3 different types in Fallout 3. They had the regular flamer, they had the heavy flamer, and then they had the incinerator. 4 types, I think. They had an incinerator and a heavy incinerator. I don't know. I think it was only 3 types. I think it was a flamer and a heavy flamer, and then the heavy incinerator. And the heavy incinerator, okay, the flamer was just like this one. It just shot flames. It's like a regular old, like World War II flamethrower. The incinerator shot balls of fire. And I don't think they have that one in this one at all. But yeah, it shot balls of fire, which was cool, man, because you could... And if you watch my... I don't know if you were around when I was playing Fallout 3, but that freaking incinerator, when you shot somebody, you can shoot them from hell far. With the flamer, you might be able to go about this far from this point to that wall. With that heavy incinerator, you can shoot people that were freaking a block away from you, and because of the balls, the flames, all you had to do is just get a little higher and higher and higher until you finally got them in range. That was really kind of cool the way that worked in that game. Yeah, in this one they don't have that, which sucks. Why did I finish? Watch the new The Last of Us Part 2 gameplay demo, and I can't get the song out at the beginning out of my head. It's so upbeat and catchy. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Yeah, I haven't even played The Last of Us Part 1 because it's a console exclusive. Isn't it only on PlayStation 3 or 4? And that really sucks, man, because I heard that's one of the best games ever, and I can't even freaking play it. And the Vidman, hey, welcome back. I'm back. Plus ever since I got the heavy incinerator, half the time all it takes is 2, maybe 3 shots and the enemy is dead in minutes. Yep. Oh, that heavy incinerator is a really good gun. It's a little bit, but if you realize it, if you noticed it, there is a regular flamethrower just like the one here, even in that game. I don't remember if I've seen a heavy incinerator in this game or not. Probably not, though. I'm thinking. Or maybe you wouldn't have mentioned it. I've got the same problem here. Just with the Tetris Effect song. Yeah. Okay, so I can't go down that way. I know I can go the other way also. Oh, this is going back up. Food production. Where am I at now? I think I have to take the elevator to the next level. Food production. See, yeah, I'm on the 4th floor, so 5th floor. Yeah. I can go back up to the 4th floor from the 5th floor somewhere. I don't know why these guys can't attack you. Why don't they try to attack you? Or is he trying? Oh, there's somebody right next to you. Watch out there, girl. Let's shoot him right in the head. Yeah, this is the way. It's not much up here, but I'll go back up here. Wait. Wait, this doesn't seem right. Where am I? Species 1. Okay, so these are the 3 species that they were experimenting out down here. Like I said, there's a praying menace, and there's the Venus flytraps, and then there's one other. I can't remember. I think it's some kind of fungus. Okay. Specimen BE 908. A distant relative of the more common known Venus flytrap. Seems to be performing well. The plants are a threat to creatures up to 5 times their size due to the violent nature of their closing mouths. Those that aren't swallowed whole are often incapacitated by their initial bite. The plant's lack of mobility is offset by their ability to lure prey into reach by means of a nectar they secrete from their bodies. Yeah, that's the shit that they keep shooting at you. Okay, specimen, or species 2. The Mantis regalioso, whatever. Of all the species we've brought with us, the common Mantis exceeds the rest in terms of predation. The insects are ferocious, and their camouflage allows them to attack prey by surprise. Also, they complement our botanical specimens by hunting down those pests that avoid or escape our other measures. Lastly, menaces will begin to cannibalize one another when other food is scarce, making their numbers self-regulating when prey is scarce. Also, hey, I actually learned this. It's weird. I didn't learn it in a biology class. I learned it in a reading comprehension class. We had to read this thing. I don't even remember what it was called. It was a little freaking book. We had to read this book. And the only reason the instructor brought it in, it was in a community college I went to. The only reason he brought it in for us to read is because the writer got into real, like, detail about things. I mean, really intimate details about different things. And one of them was the compilation, is that what you call it, of Mantises when they have sex, and how the female praying mantis, when they start having sex, she starts eating the male praying mantis as they're having sex. So I guess this is even worse than the Black Widow, where the Black Widow will at least wait until they're done before she kills the male. The praying menace actually eat the heads off of the male praying menace as they're having sex. And that's freaking crazy. Why? I don't understand how nature would do something like this. The male praying mantises only end up having sex once, I guess. I don't know how many times that this can happen. Maybe different males can copulate with the females at different times, and so the females can do this, you know, many times. But a freaking male praying mantis only can freaking have sex once before he's dead. That's just sad. Poor guys. Okay, last species. Betuviria mordaciliana, whatever. And entomopathogenic fungus. Whatever fungus. Blah, 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 has been developed to colonize the bodies of most common pests. Once it has fully colonized a host body, the host technically dies, but the body continues to move by means of the fungus colonies within it. And this is actually a true thing, because they do it with insects though. Okay, so there's this fungus that colonizes an insect, and it, you know, it actually colonizes it, and the fungus completely devours the insect, but the body of the insect ends up being the fungus, and the fungus still moves. And that's what's happening. I've seen that on freaking some documentary or something, but way before I ever seen this game. But that's what's happening with, if you notice, the spore carrier dudes that are in this and also in the other DLCs are just humanoid bodies that are just completely taken over by fungus. So this fungus that was working on insects, because of their experiments with it, has now been able to take over humans. Host technically dies, but continues on the fungal colony within it. In this manner, the fungus moves among more of its prey, occasionally spraying spores in a radius around the host's body, infecting all those who come near it. Its drawbacks include the time it takes to kill prey, 10 to 20 days, and its limited effectiveness when dealing with unsocial pests. It's limited effectiveness when dealing with unsocial pests. Okay. So that explains a lot about what's happened with those things. Just right there. Oh, I hear one. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, I guess it... Where? Oh, she's way down there. Oh. Okay, we're going this way.
Still looking.
Still looking. Your mama's looking. But your mama has no clue. Nothing there. Who keeps doing that? It's one of these girls. And where's Veronica, man? She's not keeping up with us. Veroni!
Still looking.
Still looking. Still looking. Still looking. Oh, she went in there. How come these things don't just go up in flames? She's got like a flamer power fist on her. Oh, look in here, man. Let's see. Is there anything in there? Thought there was. No. Wow. Where am I? Oh, right here. Ah. Okay. Okay, there's a hole in the wall. Nobody in there? Looks
Still
like
looking.
Veroni's wanting to hit somebody. They better be careful. She's a tough mama. What's this? Somebody behind me.
Still looking.
Oh, 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 oh.
Glad that's over. Uh-oh.
I haven't saved since I've been down here, huh? Check out chat. Wow, a lot going on all of a sudden. That's the last I read is about the flamethrower. Might have to go to bed. I'm sick and I mowed the lawn.
Oh, what was that?
Give you
Did you hear that? Oh,
like
sorry.
allergies?
I'm so jumpy. I do not like it in here.
Being sick doesn't get you out of mowing. Yeah. Especially if you're a teenager and your parents give you chores. Sometimes they're not real nice about it unless you're really, really sick. I'm nervous. Tomorrow is
I am so
Columbia
I'd hate to be
second
here all
round of presidential elections. I'm too close to... It's too close for my taste. I hope everything turns out. What are the candidates? I mean, if they have any candidates that want socialism, I know that you might not think that socialism's that bad, but just look at Venezuela. That should freaking prove to you something, especially down in that region, that it's not going to work down there. I'm hoping that things go better down there than they did in Venezuela, because Venezuela is seriously screwed. They are seriously freaking screwed. The people in Venezuela, I feel sorry for them because of how screwed up the government is there. And I know that Colombia is close to that region, so it'd be kind of bad if they have the same kind of crap going on there. I'm not sure, you know, I don't know what's going on there, but it'd be bad if it does. I was born there. I hope it turns out for the best for everyone. Me too. Seriously, I do. Come a long way. I do. I mean, lately I feel that the world is going to hell, and I don't want it to happen in Colombia, at least. Fingers crossed. Yep. Well, at least we don't have to worry so much about North Korea. That was something I was scared of. Oh yeah. I don't know what's going on there, but at least like it seems like something is coming out of all this crap over in North Korea area. Yep. Questions do you have? Tornadoes. Not to get too political, but I'm not going to relax with North Korea yet. As soon as they dismantle the nukes, then we can all relax. Yep, exactly. At least it's going in the right direction. That's not time to relax yet, but it's time to at least hope. Tornadoes are rare. Yeah. See, yeah, tornadoes, if you don't know, are caused by cold fronts and heat waves colliding to cause a tornado. I don't know the exact physics of it all, but I know that happens. And in the equatorial area, that doesn't happen because it's mostly just hot. You're not going to have any cold fronts, especially in northern South America, because it's all equatorial area. So you're not going to have that type of weather there, I don't think, that I know of. Tornadoes are rare in South America. I think that you probably would have them down in the southern part of South America, like Chile or Argentina. But I don't think you would have them in the northern part of South America at all. Earthquakes are more common. Yep. Not in Texas. Tornadoes like it here. Yep. That's because you got some weird cold and heat fronts. That's what I'm saying. I'm not positive. I'm not a meteorologist, and I don't know a whole lot about weather patterns. But from what I understand, it's when hot air like rises too fast into cold fronts. Yeah, I don't know. First thing that comes to mind is skies filled with poisonous animals. Sharknado. They're not poisonous, but yeah. Just raining snakes. It's raining snakes. Hallelujah. What do you mean? He's watching too many freaking B movies, man. That's what he means. Well, just like the other places, it depends where in South America you're standing. Yeah. Man, I love Veronica and her awesome Fists of Fury. Yeah, I haven't seen anything catch on fire yet. I want to see something just like freaking catch on fire when she hits them. If you're still have access to your son's PS3. No, he moved out. I knew where to send it to. I'd send you a copy of Last of Us. He has a copy of it. I think his is for PS4 though. That's why I couldn't play it before. He has a PS4 version, I think. Or I would have played it already. But yeah, he moved out a couple months ago, so I don't have access to it anymore. Well, it's the socialist candidates I'm worried about. That's what I'm thinking, man. I know exactly what socialism can do, and I do not want him to win. That's good. I know in the past when I mentioned socialism and stuff, you kind of stuck up for him. That's why I wasn't sure if that's what, you know, you're against or not. I just know that socialism, in some senses, I think work at a minor level, but not with a whole country, you know, and all the way some countries are going now. There's freaking countries in Europe that are freaking completely socialist now, and they're not working. And just Venezuela's the latest complete flop. And I wasn't sure which direction you were going with that, so politically, so I wasn't sure. I was just hoping that you weren't. You know what it is too is that it just depends on what the countries are, and especially in a third world country. I don't know if Colombia is even considered a third world country anymore, because it's a bigger country than most of the ones down in South America. But socialism can really screw up a third world country like Venezuela, because what the hell's going on here? I can't get through here. But it can really screw them up. Screw up because a good portion of some of the South American countries are poor, and then you have your rich people, and it's mostly the Spanish upper class, or in certain countries like Brazil would be the Portuguese upper class. Who own, you know, a good portion of the property, and they don't. All the socialism will end up doing, you know, I know I'm not explaining this to you because you know this stuff. Just everybody else. What socialism will end up doing is is creating a bigger divide between the haves and the have-nots. And the haves will use that against the have-nots, saying, oh, well, this will make everything equal. But it doesn't. It never does, because it would if they were serious about it and were really trying to help out the have-nots. But for one thing, even the have-nots, even if they were serious about it, it would only be the have-nots would have to conform to the haves and say, okay, yeah, we'll do all this, you know, in the name of progress. I don't know. I probably shouldn't get too much into politics while I'm drinking. But yeah. I just think it's sad because what they do is they use what politicians end up doing is using the oppression and the poverty of people against them to get them to freaking vote their way, saying that it will be better if you let me be in charge. And those people that say that, most likely 9 times out of 10 are out for their own self-interest. Most times it's whether it's freaking socialism, or whether it's freaking capitalism, or whether it's democracy, or freaking communism, or any of the different political things, political values. They'll the candidates will preach one thing and say one thing, and then when it comes down to it, they do just completely the opposite, because they're only out for their own self-interest, and they're trying to manipulate the uneducated people, especially in third world countries, because there's more uneducated people. And they can use that for their own benefit. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so there's a quest in the main game, or in the hell's going on there? The hell?
Bring it.
Better get away from that before it crashes. It's one of these things that's underground, flopping around. Anyway, yeah, there's a quest in the main game that wants these eggs. Not the main game, but you know, back out of the vault. Anyway, I don't know if I made any sense what I was saying. I just feel bad for people, because I know that most politicians, no matter who they are just out to manipulate people. Even there's very few, maybe 1 out of 10 politicians that actually mean to do good, and even those, maybe 1 out of 10 of those 10, or of those 1s out of 10, don't get corrupt themselves. Even if they start out to mean good, they end up getting corrupt themselves just because of the nature of politics. And it's very, 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 very seldom that one can make it through from the low levels of politics to the higher levels of politics without falling victim to the corruption and the manipulation, because they won't make it to the top if they don't try to compromise. And when they try to compromise, they freaking have to kiss ass of special interests, and then they screw the little guy. And that's why I think that the American government, the way that the founding fathers set us up in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, set us up in a right way so that the bastards in the frickin' government cannot screw us. Anyway, that's my drunken rant.
Hey.
I don't even know if I said it all right, but I know what I was talking about. So here's Keely. This is the lady we've been looking for. And she is one of the ugliest ghouls that you'd ever want to meet. Look at her hair. And most ghouls don't have any hair at all, but she actually has some freaking hair. sporadic, messed up looking hair. So let's talk to her. Socialism, kind of like the Third Reich. Not even. Third Reich, which most people don't realize this, the freaking Nazis in Germany were actual socialists. But they were in a whole different level than regular socialism. And this is what people don't realize. Okay, so they figure socialists are completely left-wing and Nazis are completely right-wing. But I don't think that the left-wing and the right-wing has anything to do with socialism or communism. What left and right-wing has to do with is, well, actually it does. Wait, socialism or fascism, I meant. I think fascism, my interpretation of fascism is authoritarianism. If you go too far either way, left or right, you're going to get to authoritarianism. The only thing that differentiates regular fascism, the Nazi fascism, from actual fascism, Nazis had a white supremacist thing going on too. But fascism doesn't necessarily have to have that component. I think fascism, my personal belief of what fascism is trying to take the rights away from people and demonizing a whole group of people to get what you want politically. And anytime you demonize a whole group of people to get what you want, people that are in charge or people that are doing good, and you demonize those people to make them look bad so that everybody else looks good, that's what I consider fascism. And I think that's going on the left right now. They demonize males for one thing. They demonize white people for one thing, for another thing. They demonize anybody that tries to keep things calm, and I don't know. It's a hard subject. I should probably get off of it while I'm drinking. Let me go back into the chat. Is there a difference between communism and socialism? A little bit. Socialism is partial communism. Communism means that everybody owns everything. If you got true communism, nobody owns material things. Everybody. It's a community thing. Communism, communist means that everybody owns everything. If you get right down to the real nitty-gritty of what communism really, really, really is, go think of 60s commune, where everything was free and everybody worked for the same goal, and everybody was part of a giant collective, where even interpersonal relationships were not exclusive, meaning that everybody screwed everybody else, and nobody knew whose babies were whose, except for the women did, because they were the ones that popped them out. You know, communism is a true communist country means that everybody is in charge of everything, and it's a collective, and nobody is any different than anybody else. And that's kind of screwed up in a lot of freaking ways, including there's no self-expression. Because self-expression takes away from the collective. Socialism just means that the government is in control of everything. And I think actual socialism can actually be worse than communism in a lot of ways, because the government is in control. They say that it's the people that are in control. True communism has never actually freaking happened, because it couldn't work, because no, people aren't the same. And a true communism, there is no government, because everybody is in charge of that, and everybody has a right to do what they want to freaking do, and everybody has a right to say what they want to do. So it'd be more like a collective, what's good for the collective, and everybody would have to agree with that, and everybody would have to say, okay, yes, this is good for the collective, and we need to do this. And if anybody doesn't do that, then they die. They get thrown in a prison, they get exiled, they get some way of getting them away from the collective so that they don't influence the collective. So everybody has to agree with the collective, and everybody has to be one. Socialism is not that strict, but it could be worse because of socialism, the government's in charge. The people are not in charge, which they should be in charge, but the government's in charge, and the government will... You don't have to work. In true socialism, you don't have to work, because the government will take care of you. And the government, the rich people that are in the government and the people that are in control like that, because they can take care of you and they can control you. I don't know. I should get away from the politics, man. I should really get away from the politics. Let me just skip all this. The main difference between socialism and communism is that socialism seeks massive change through democratic means. Yeah, they try, but it doesn't work out that way. While communism seeks the overthrow of existing political systems to bring a communal government and massive change. Exactly. Yeah, you got that part right. Socialism seeks massive change through democratic means. Yeah, that's the ideal socialism. But you still... I don't know. It's too hard for me to explain right now. I should probably just shut up about it. Not at all. Do not confuse political systems. Yeah. National Socialism, Nazism, was never a sort of socialism. Yeah, it was. In a lot of ways, it was socialism. But it was socialism. It was socialism in a... Oh God, I can't go into it right now. It's like communism is most extreme kind of left-wing thinking. Anyway, let me get back to the game. Yeah, I can't get into what Nazism really is. And yeah, it is a form of socialism, because but it's with the leaders telling the people what they think that they need to hear, and it's manipulating the populace to believing that they would be better with the government in charge. Socialism is when the government takes charge of people. It's when the government is in control of products. Soviet Union was a socialist country. They were never really true communism. They were a socialist country where the government dictated what the people needed to do. The government owned all businesses and told people where they needed to work, what type of occupation they needed to be in. Anybody that didn't want to do what they were told to do was sent to gulags. You had a little bit of a variety in that. You could take certain tests and try to better yourself, but if the government didn't think you were able to better yourself, you could not better yourself, because they would not let you better yourself. Because you were assigned a certain occupation and you had to do it, whether you wanted to or not. If you took some tests when you were in school and it said you were better off as a sewage worker, that's what you would do for the rest of your freaking life. Unless you tried to get some, and it took a lot to do it, you could take some other tests to try to better yourself again, but if you still did not better yourself, you'd be right back in the sewer. If you took a test and it said you were better off as a nuclear scientist, then they would train you to be a nuclear scientist. But not all people would even be able to take those tests. There were some people in the freaking rural areas that weren't even able to take those tests. And you had to show promise to even be able to take those tests. And that's what socialism is. True socialism, you would be able, everybody would be able to take those tests, because everybody had equal opportunity. And in theory, everybody would have equal outcome. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't work. It doesn't freaking work, because people think differently. People want different things. People, somebody that might test better as being a sewage worker might say, I don't want to spend my life as a freaking sewage worker. I want to be an artist. In a true socialist or communist country, you could not do that. In a democratic country and in a capitalist democratic country or democratic republic, we're not even democrats. And people don't really realize this. The United States is not a democratic freaking country. We are a democratic republic, which means we have representatives that give us the laws. We don't freaking make the laws ourselves. Half the laws we might be able to have on our ballots, we might be able to vote on. But the other half, we don't even see those motherfuckers on the ballots. We don't even see those laws. Our representatives, which are usually politicians that have their own agendas, get pushed into law. But the difference is that because we are a democratic republic and because we have a U.S. Constitution, our U.S. Constitution gives us rights, and we can control a little bit of what's going on. And plus, they have checks and balances. That means that they can't get one group of people that has too much freaking power. Like, people freaking whine about Trump being president so bad, but Trump is only 1/3 of the U.S. government. We have checks and balances that don't give him a whole lot of freaking power. And even if he gets Republicans in both the freaking Senate and the House of Representatives and in the Supreme Court, those those Republicans might not agree with him, you know. That's what the checks and balances are for. There's so many checks and balances and bureaucracy, and people whine about bureaucracy, but bureaucracy is there to keep us from the government being too strong on us. Anyway, I probably should get off politics, like I said before. Boonabug, what's up? You don't ever want to get me started on politics. Pale's talking about politics now. We broke him. I know. I can't help it, man. You guys got me started on politics, and I can't get off of them now. Bad timing when I've been drinking. Woo. Okay, let me talk to this lady here.
Took your sweet time. I suppose the NCR sent you?
Your mama sent me. She was wondering, how did I pop something out that ugly? Oh, yes, Angela Williams asked me to come and find you. We talk later right now. Sent to fetch some research. Okay, let's see. Angela sent me.
Oh, she's such a dear.
She's such a dear.
Not like that pompous little pedant she works for. But
Pedant?
that's neither here nor there. These plants have gotten completely out of control. I've got a plan to deal with them, but I'll need your help.
A pedant? What the fuck's a pedant? Of course, I'll be glad to help.
Good. Meet me on the 2nd level, and I'll explain what needs to be done.
Whoa, she's fast. Did I get... I'm going to see how many eggs I got. Because this is the only best place to get eggs. No, they're not there. Where's my eggs at? I only got 6 friggin' eggs, man. I know I need, at least need 9, maybe 12. Wow. Is there... Oh well. Do you use mods? MK Plasmic Productions. Plasmic. That's a cool name. Yeah, I'm using a few mods. I'm only using about 10 mods, though. I'm not using too many. But yep, I do have some mods. I'm using an environmental mod called Fallout. I think that's what it's called. I also have a body enhancer mod for the girls, which, see, gives them those abs. Woohoo! I've got another mod that gives them fancier clothes. This is called the M6 mod. Wait, what's it called?
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
T6M. Which gives them some better power armor. It also gives them some skimpier clothes in other departments. Also, I have Willow, which is a companion mod. That she comes with her and JT and a bunch of side quests. And I have a couple other. I have one that gives.
What's this? Did you do these repairs? Not bad. Not bad at all. Saves me time, I guess. See you upstairs.
I have one that gives you better freaking... Oh, hey, this is somewhere where I haven't been. Gives you better posters and pin-ups and things like that. Oh, hey.
I've got you now. You're not getting away from me.
Well, maybe they are. Looks like they might have. Oh, no more eggs. Oh, hey! There's a prototype laser rifle. It's like the best laser rifle in the game. Your mama's a prototype. Anyway, I think I need to go upstairs. Is it this way? Or up the elevator? One of the two. There's another hole in the wall somewhere. Wait, wait, wait. Can I go in here? Oh, hey, here we go. That's what I was looking for.
Got your back.
Come on, give me some eggs. No. You bastard. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Key. 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 That's not right. I didn't think I needed a key to get in there.
Got my eyes peeled.
Oh, wait. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is where I find the key. See, earlier, when I first got in here, what are you doing in there? This is where Keely is. Her lab. That's Keely's lab right there. Pretty sure. And when I was in there, that's when you first start this level. You can see through here, but you can't get in here. I think getting in here, there's a reason. There's a reason to this madness. There are HEPA filters. Wait, 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 wait. What's that to? Oh, that's what I need for her. Wait, why didn't it pop up? Why didn't it do anything? Did I get it? Something is wrong. Recover the experimental data. Wait, what's the HEPA filters for? It's gotta be for her.
What's up?
I want to talk to you about the technology we're looking for.
What are your thoughts?
Rangefinder, never mind. Something's funky going on. Where's that? Those HEPA filters are for something. Why can't I remember? Because I'm pickled, maybe? Maybe it's because I'm pickled? Willow finally gets here. The vents above ground need them. There are... Let's see, starting to get a bit disillusioned from the fumes. From what fumes? I used Gorilla Glue on some parts of Evie Fry lady costume. Oh, you're making another Evie costume? You never did get any pictures of the Evie Fry vampire costume thingy. I wanted to see that one. And the Balufer? Balufer? I don't know what that one is. But yeah, that Gorilla Glue, man, that'll get you high, man. Better be careful. You're gonna break your brain cells. it say together? I used it on a plastic truck bed handle. I snapped off, pulled up. Super glue on the